Alright, hey guys. I this has been really bothering me here for a while. But I just want to make a video on bullying. I know that it's like not as big of an epidemic as it was like last year, towards the end of the year, like beginning of last year, school year and all. And but still, to be aware that it does go on, it's pretty important. you know Stopping a bully can save someone's life, and that's all that really matters. And like, just the way people treat some people is so sad. It's really sad. And I'm kind of far from the camera here. Hang on. Okay. But like, it's more like heartbreaking, and it's just not fair. So, I guess I will go ahead and get to my point here instead of doing this introduction long thing. But like, you shouldn't be mean to someone like just because they dress different or they look a little different. Like, that's not fair. And it's not right. And I don't know, it's just the stereotypes that we have, like scene, goth, emo, skater, jock, sluts, preps, cheerleaders, all that crap. It's stupid. It's stupid. And it's not right. You shouldn't judge someone just because they look a certain way, or they do their hair, their makeup, or they dress a certain way. They're expressing themselves. Let them be. Don't bother them. So what if you wear a lot of black makeup? It doesn't matter. What should matter is what's on the inside, and the personality, because beauty is on the inside and out. And if you just see the first layer of someone, then you don't know that person at all. You see what they put off, but if you get down into it, you can really get to know a person. And maybe that emo or the goth or the scene kid that no one talks to, maybe they're just as cool as the preps and the jocks on the inside. It doesn't matter if they have money, or how they dress, or how they look, or how they act even. That doesn't matter. The acting part matters. But, if you get down deep inside, you can really find out what a person is like. And, it's worth it. You could get, you can meet new people all the time if you just get over stereotypes and how you perceive people. Like, and especially, if you're like verbally abusing someone, that's one thing, that's not okay. But if you're like physically and, just mentally getting it in there, making them think, that's really bad. You know, I mean, why would you want to do that to someone? What did they do to you? I mean, half the people that you hear about that get bullied didn't do anything to you, to that person that is bullying them. It makes no sense. Because what did they do? They didn't touch you, talk to you. Maybe they looked at you wrong, but you don't know if they were going to sneeze or cough or if they, had something in their eye. You don't know. So don't treat someone like that just because, Because maybe a person looks the way they do because maybe they're trying to hide things. Maybe they're trying to hide cuts on their wrists. They wear bracelets to, like this, like all of these, all over their arm to cover up cuts and bruises and scars. You don't know. Maybe they wear all that makeup to hide, to hide black eyes or whatever. So they wear black makeup so that, just looks like their makeup. Or maybe that person that you kick around and punch all the time, throw their books down, try to act like you're all cool, Maybe that person gets abused at home. You don't know. So don't do it. Treat someone how you'd want to be treated. And honestly, if you're bullying someone, then that's how you should get treated. Because you obviously want to be treated that way. Be nice to someone and they'll be nice to you. Be a jerk and they'll be a jerk right back. I don't see why bullying is so cool. I used to get bullied. It sucked. It made me cry all the time. And I didn't want to go to school because I knew that she was going to be there and she was going to call me a zebra face, a horse face and stuff like that like she used to. It lowers your self-esteem like majorly, and it's not fun. You read little stories on like Quizzazz and all that crap that's on Facebook, and they're like, yeah, the story starts off, well, yeah, I get abused by my mom and dad and all that stuff in the beginning of the story, and they're glorifying it. They're glorifying that you get abused and that you're bullied. And yeah, it might work for a great story, and yeah, I might have had that in some of my stories on there, but I don't plan to make any more with that, I don't. It's glorifying it, maybe in my case in the story, it's creating the setting and what you want the story to be about. But if you're just throwing it in there because, heck, it's here, I'll throw it in, like, it's so dumb. It makes no sense. Why would you want to glorify it and make bullying and abuse and make it all, woo, it's all cool, and it's sad that someone would want to do that. And it's ridiculous. If you're writing a story about abuse and how a girl or a boy or whatever has like been that way, been abused, been bullied, their life has like completely just sucked, but you go along and you make it to where they do so many good things, and then they take what they learned back here when they were at home and at school and getting that abuse and that bullying. If they take that and learn from it and then help avoid, and not avoid it for themselves, but help others avoid being bullied, why not? Why not do that? You know? Don't glorify it, make it cool. Take it and make it to where you have the bullying and the abuse, and it turns out that they took that and they made it into something not great but useful, and they can help others. Don't just put it in a story to be like, yep, they got abused, no big deal. Don't do that. It is a big deal. And you know, but anyway, I got off topic a little bit there. But you know, I mean, it amazes me that how there was that big, huge epidemic on teen suicide, bullying, abuse, all that stuff. And you don't hear about it anymore. It's gone. It's like it never even existed. You know, I mean, people, that was in the trends, basically, and they moved on, and now they're on to the next trendy thing, you know? They're moving on to more dumb things, you know, because over here you have bullying and suicide, and that's pretty important stuff. And then it goes to being, you know, the next big thing, which is like music or whatever is in style now to be caught up in, you know? And it's really sad because you should focus on the more important things as the big trend to get it fixed. Like, for example, when they had when Toms first came out, everyone wanted one because you could send one to a kid in Africa, you know? And I'm not being, you know, oh, big whoop, send it to a kid in Africa. I have 3 pair, you know? I think it's great that they send one to children in need, you know? But it was big and trendy there for a while because you could buy shoes and you could help, you know? And then they started going out of style because Vans or Bobs came, and, you know, Chacos and all those came in style there for a long time. And they kind of forgot about the good, and it went away. You know, you see people wearing them, but it's not as in style. You don't hear about it as much. You don't see the commercials anymore, you know, and you're onto this new shoe trend. That's how it kind of is. You heard about the bullying and suicide, and it was trendy to talk about, you know, and to help. And then, what was it, like 3 months after you started hearing about it, it's gone. You don't hear about it anymore. And yeah, I know they try to keep it out of the news so it's not glorified. But, you know, you need to get it out there and be aware that it still does happen. And they need help. So, I'm kind of making this a long video, but just don't do it. And because you don't know what someone's going through, you have no idea, and it's wrong to do to make yourself feel better by making someone who's already hurting feel worse. It's not okay. It's not okay.